More so, I've been focusing on becoming like a millionaire person rather than just focusing on making a million. Because I've made lots of money, I've lost lots of money, and it's like that cycle will always continue if I don't do the work on myself.
Obviously, you also mentioned that you were in a bit of a rut after the house didn't sell when you wanted it to. How did you get out of that rut?
How did I get out of it? I would say the main thing was, there's two ways I would say. I'm going to explain like how I did it, and then two main ways really. Is the first one is that you need to kind of have belief or faith, or you need to be able to see it. So I say that to say, back when I was thinking fuck property is long and whatnot, I basically saw the potential that I had, and I saw the things that I could do. And that kind of kick-started the belief and the faith to come back. And then especially when I came across my mentor as well, he kind of showed me what could be done with property as long as I just stay the course and continue to do like my daily 1%. Basically do what was required of me, and then things would inevitably work out. Like even now, like there's still ups and downs, that's just life. But it was keeping that bigger picture in sight and kind of just reminding myself like, cool, as long as I still stay the course, then this is gonna work out. That's kind of what got me out of that mental rut. And then doing things and seeing progress as well. Because when you make progress in something, it's like a boost, like, yeah, like I'm actually doing something, I'm making progress, this feels good type of thing. So when I kind of fixed the builder fuck ups, and then when I furnished the house, I'll even show you guys what it looks like now. When I furnished the house and launched it on Airbnb, I was like, raw, like this is actually something that I've brought to life from the ground up. And going through that process and seeing it all the way through, that just added to the faith and the belief that this can actually work. And that's kind of what got me out of the situation as well. So that's what I would say. That's what I would say, is having faith, trusting the process, and then having like a concrete plan to get out of it. Because like, yeah, cool, it's cool to have faith in that, but if there's no plan in place of, cool, how am I going to get from A to B, then it's kind of like your mind is always going to take out again, like, bro, like you saying like, yeah, I'm going to do this and that, but there's nothing concrete to prove to yourself that, yeah, this is going to work. So I would say all of those things as well. Coming across my mentor when I came across him, and then just being consistent. Those things I would say got me thinking again that, yeah, like property is actually for me and it can work.
It's interesting that you mentioned a mentor. I know a lot of people within business have mentors and whatnot, but how did you come across yours, and how have they affected you personally, like when it comes to your business and whatnot?
How did I come across mine? It's funny, it was literally a YouTube video. So I was watching a YouTube video, he was talking about, what was he talking about? I think he was talking about HMOs in Leicester or something, because I was very much like, I want to do HMOs in Leicester, how can I do it? Because I hadn't really seen anyone that had did it then he was talking about it, and I was like, oh, okay. Then it just so happened he was doing an event literally 5 minutes away from where I'm living. And then I decided, you know what, let me go. I went, and it was actually, I was like, flipping on, this is actually kind of good. So then I signed up, and I started it literally at the start of this year. I started the mentorship this year, and yeah, that's how I came across him. And then what was the other part of the question?
How have they affected you?
How they affected me
personally and within business?
Yeah, I would say in terms of personally, he's kind of highlighted the importance of spirituality and the emotional side when it comes to becoming successful almost, because everyone kind of focuses on either the money or the results, right? Mm-hmm. And through learning what I've learned over the past year, it's kind of showing me like that's expecting to pick a rotten apple and then somehow try to make it healthy rather than looking at the root, right, that produced the bad apple, if that makes sense. So I say that to say 9 times out of 10, if we don't have peace or we're not in a position that we want to be in, it's because of something internal. And from him kind of showing me that and walking me through that process, it's allowed me to focus a lot more on like the mental aspect of success and the spiritual aspect as well, like the faith and the belief and whatnot, rather than just focusing on, okay, how am I going to get to 10k a month, 20k a month, 30k a month, or whatever type of goals that people try to set. Like, you've got to kind of reverse engineer it and work from within. And once you do the work on yourself, then the results will actually come. Because it's like, even people ask me like, oh, okay, what strategy is the best and whatnot. Like, it's like, cool, I can tell you a strategy, but that isn't really what's going to make you successful and wealthy. It's who you become as a person. Because if you're still the same person that only earns, I don't know, like maybe £500 a month or something, if I give you a strategy that can earn you more, you're not necessarily going to make mad amounts of peas and actually keep it. And it's the same kind of reason with, like, you see lottery winners, when they win millions, 9 times out of 10, they become broke again because they don't know how to earn and handle that much money, if that makes sense. Because internally, they're still someone that either works part-time or someone that doesn't associate with the amount of wealth that they've come into. But with kind of flipping the script and working from the inside out, you can do the work on yourself to become the person that can earn however much it is that you want to earn, regardless of whatever it is that you're doing, whatever field that you're in and wherever you are. So it's more so I've been focusing on becoming a millionaire person rather than just focusing on making a million. Because I've made lots of money, I've lost lots of money, and it's like that cycle will always continue if I don't do the work on myself. So that's what I've been spending a lot of time on recently. I'd say over the past year, like whilst I've been in property again, I've been doing a lot of work on like introspection, working on myself and whatnot, like the mental aspects, spiritual aspects as well. So yeah, that's what I'd say still.
And then in regards to like, just strictly business, how's he helped you?
How's it helped you? Yeah, no, it's cool. I mean, the proof is kind of in the pudding. This house has been cash flowing well. I'm buying 3 houses. I'm probably I'm cooling off on acquiring more so I can focus on these 3 because I was getting too ahead of myself. I was getting way too ahead of myself. So it's just about putting the correct systems in place and building a team as well. Oh my days, building a team is mad important. So I'm focusing on that before I continue to scale, because I felt myself almost suffering from diseconomies of scale when like you grow too fast and like the back end isn't solid enough to handle whatever it is that you're doing. So I say that to say, it's helped a lot. It's helped massively, and it's gonna continue to help as I grow as well, because now it's like any problems that I've been encountering, I can handle. I can kind of handle. And like problems are always going to be a thing.
Yeah.
Like even day to day now, I'm experiencing problems, but it's just like now I'm better equipped to handle it because I've been focusing on the mental aspect, the spiritual aspect, etc. Like I just trust myself to make things happen. So yeah, I would say it's helped a lot in that aspect.